Marvel's Wolverine looks stunning in Unreal Engine 5. Marvel's Wolverine release date. We don't have a release date for Marvel's Wolverine just yet, but we do know that it's very early in development, according to Ryan Schneider, head of franchise strategy and studio relations at Insomniac Games. However, we know that Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is coming exclusively to PlayStation 5 consoles in 2023. Considering that Marvel's Wolverine is still early in development and we don't have a release date, I don't expect it to show up until 2024 or 2025. Although details about the Claude Canadian's PS5 title are thin on the ground, we know Wolverine will be a truly new-gen game that can make the most out of the console's grunt. Wolverine has appeared in plenty of Marvel titles, and even held up his own in the likes of X-Men Origins, Wolverine game. Doing Insomniac's work for it, one fan has created an impressive Wolverine concept trailer in Unreal Engine 5. Noted concept gamer Teaserplay is back with another project we wish existed. Picking up where Insomniac's official Wolverine trailer left, it zooms in on the titular mutant chilling at a quiet bar. Things are so quiet because he's surrounded by a group of bodies, presumably in the aftermath of a fight. In the trailer, Logan says, "My grandfather called me a Ronin, a samurai without a master." There's also some somber guitar music that wouldn't seem out of place in The Last of Us. We get a definite sense of Wolverine's isolation, which reminds us of when we first meet Hugh Jackman's live-action version of the character in 2000's X-Men movie. Marvel's Wolverine reveal trailer. The Marvel's Wolverine reveal trailer is 53 seconds of pure joy. It opens up in the aftermath of a barroom brawl, the room littered with blood and bodies as our favorite adamantium clawed mutant enjoys a short. That bar, our friends over at Newsarama have surmised, is the Princess Bar, aka Logan's home away from home on the island of Madripoor, which you may also have spotted in episode 3 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. A brawler pulls a knife, Logan pops his claws, fade to black. Let the wait for another look at the game in action begin. Marvel's Wolverine release date. Marvel's Wolverine has no firm release date or window. But if we're expectation setting here, you should expect a lengthy wait. Insomniac currently has its hands full with one team working on Marvel's Spider-Man 2 and another on Marvel's Wolverine, with the former targeting a 2023 release window. Ryan Schneider, head of franchise strategy at Insomniac, has even noted that the game is very early in development. While Marvel's Wolverine could release in a similar timeframe to Spider-Man 2, there's a good chance that it'll land sometime after, especially as Insomniac wants to deliver an emotional narrative and cutting-edge gameplay. Marvel's Wolverine development. Marvel's Wolverine is being developed by Insomniac Games, the developers behind Marvel's Spider-Man and Ratchet & Clank: Rift Apart. The studio has grown tremendously since it was acquired by Sony and integrated into the PlayStation Studios portfolio, giving it the resources to produce multiple ambitious games all at once. Development will be led by creative director Brian Horton and game director Cameron Christian, who most recently spearheaded the creative team for Marvel's Spider-Man, Miles Morales. Logan is with safe hands, is what we're saying. Marvel's Wolverine setting. The presence of the Princess Bar in the reveal trailer at the very least signals that Logan won't be stuck at the Xavier Institute. If anything, teasing the island of Madripoor this early on could signal that Marvel's Wolverine will be a globe-trotting adventure. That's speculation for now, but it's worth pointing out the rumors that Marvel's Wolverine could be set as part of a broader universe that encompasses the Insomniac Spider-Man games. While Ryan Schneider, head of franchise strategy at Insomniac, explained that this was a standalone game, he does drop this tease. Being able to build a new, original universe with Spider-Man and now Wolverine is such an honor for so many of us at Insomniac Games. Marvel's Wolverine gameplay predictions. The Marvel's Wolverine trailer does make a point of explaining that the images we are seeing are not actual gameplay, but that isn't to say we don't have any idea of how it's going to play. Insomniac is known for its slick, kinetic, third-person action-adventure games. Sunset Overdrive, Ratchet & Clank, Spider-Man are proof of that. Insomniac wouldn't say either way, but Ryan Schneider, head of franchise strategy, did say the following: "One of the key elements that drew us to him is surprisingly not that different from Spider-Man. Both heroes feel deeply compelled to defend people who are less able to do so," before adding, "In the vein of our Spider-Man games, our goal here is to not only respect the DNA of what makes the character so popular, but also look for opportunities to make it feel fresh and truly reflect the Insomniac spirit." This could just be a cheeky reference to Wolverine's first comic outing, but it's entirely possible that Marvel's Wolverine could be a Wolverine and Hulk adventure. If that happens to be the case, then that would make Wendigo the main antagonist. But that's where this theory falls apart for me. I highly doubt that a villain as basic as Wendigo could be the leading villain in an Insomniac game. I feel like the world has seen Wolverine's origin story one too many times, and Insomniac didn't cover Spider-Man's origin, so I believe that Marvel's Wolverine will take place well into his career as an X-Men. A story arc I would love to see adapted in video game form is The Brotherhood, which follows Wolverine on a quest to avenge the murder of a young girl who asked him for help. The villains of the story are just normal humans, and I feel like a grounded Wolverine adventure would be as emotionally fulfilling as the 2017 Logan film. Some people recently noticed another Easter egg, specifically an eye patch laying on the bar. This is a reference to Wolverine's patch alias, which comes out when Logan flees to Madripoor after the X-Men are presumed dead. We also found out that one of the lead writers on Marvel's Wolverine is Walt D. Williams, who was on the writing team for Spec Ops: The Line.